And 26th of the month, July 2025. Said the daddy da ina Yanemushia ewo Adom TV sino. And memory da ebre assign asobiem say etinasi frisamri a nondu abwapa muno ekopem se premo ebeto. Jumedi de ebre no sports arena. Na Yanemushia ewo sports arena so a aya de eche no agudie ho enkomo say tennis say soccer. Say agudie hu bia regarding sports ebetina say na 1 hour 30 minutes ache ama bibia itimi akoso mesrew jumedia matena say amede ebrew no onim say edu Saturdays bia dia na deputy na de ebrew Eric Esiedu Bodi o say fa kejuwa na ankasa eka ho enti say menua anywhere na Dennis Asamoah hoteli no alatula menso mabesom kama se de beya yebetimi asomahwefo ama bibia nso akoso meso memo akwaba emu odin edi aba Adom TV afidikesi eso bebia wo bia no se ebia na wo Germany ni anopai no o good morning me de ma ekwan sonko so na yenuanom French fo no enso afa bonjour tout le monde na urem ewo emiamia yetitwi nso a na ya mo bibia nso ache na asan amobia akwaba edi aba dwumadi no eso enne enkomo aye no ebedi no edoso na yede ani ebetwem ewo nkofo aman so yeko amanone a enkomo a ebedi no the transfer window no abie no onim say the 5 major leagues eko na wieye say Barcelona player ben na Barca akoloni na or say next season obetimi abo abopa ede amomo Arsenal so player ben na Arsenal afa Manchester United and so eguso a HACB most of the clubs at TSC adwaman so a omo epe players are next season betimi aboa ama clubs no so no etimi enya better position say okobo Champions League and I say ukobo Europa League nyina no no so no list no ye behwe transfers omo ye enemboa ede ebeba ye free amanone a mesrew ye besan adan ye ho ewo Morocco because nra say obehwa ye Queens no ejina omo na so against the Bayana of South Africa ye ni omo first game omo share in the group stage come you know ye ntimi ansi wa da braka ene ye ni omo eco PM ewo 3rd and 4th ne ye kire omo say ye ntimi emmo ye ntoa so emprenu enti nra 90 minutes plus extra time ankoyie ye kobron samajesu on penalties 4-3 ye de ye omo ayaje bronze na 2016 na yetimi saade ni bi enti emfie nkunu ni na Kimlas ede aba abedu this stage anya the 3rd position age bronze ye bebe no so na ye di ho enkomo ye beba the Wafu Zombie tournament eba na wieye nra na eba na wieye na ohwe the Wafu Zombie na Ghana na nka ye so ye vie for the grand finale because Desmond Ofe ede African Games or the age but or the call Egypt no anye ye assign the abebo Wafcon Zombie eno nso no nyoma nkoye amfa amaye ewo ho enti yehwe performance ewo under 20 Ivory Coast for age ede afi wona ye fi se omoye the best no ensem Nigeria entimi engina no Ivory Coast assign a defend the Wafu Zombie enti eno nso yebeba na yedi ni nyina so ho nkomo ewo fidue ma enti bebia woni ye eti na ohwe bia no na wahye nso kotoko enso ejina akono kotoko ejina akono ni nyina yebeba na yabedi ho enkomo mabadwafo ewo ha V Power sanso ena Haji Dean omu nyina ebeba amyedi dwumadi no abreu enti koso a na ena Adom TV na yemfa dwumadi no emawo yekwaba na yedi dwumadi no atoa so ede amawo V Power atena sedada kwaku akwaba
Yaja alatu
na honamu bokode
ya mi Adom bibi aboko
bibi ai fine
no we be sam say alatu ne hususa na ba ne say na the voice mode sa u secret ya den
mi secret bisa Sarah
oh yeah sure okay
Sarah
offer me
on say Sarah ni modu
aha okay
ni modu but say nya voice no
okay Matthias here
Matthias we Sarah ni obia
mijawa obebu besisi ya basi ni anyame Adom
bibia ekoso transfers they started FM free transfers on say Barca eguso Chelsea Marcus Rashford eko but player back when him say she omopa Nico Williams ne de no e she omopa yenwrap transfer enum clubs are we di achi hwe se ebia they just end this season nyoma anko yi ni players are omodeba on board for the next season.
Well, atuma mincha ahwefo mincha production team ne Mankasa. The last weekend na MPP4 on my ntimi amba.
Yeah, ntimi amba na him say and then so many more issue.
Sir,
because I came last. Na mu ni gidie ma no.
Oh, say
o de enko e beba ho.
E beba ho. E beba ho. Ntimi amba, but me happy say this weekend the ntimi amba e be so ahwefo. Transfers. Ala to mere wo mo. Transfer window no enya ende. Osha clubs no e time pass on by business. Now I think say Adebako eboa clubs no na mo bo FIFA Club World Cup ni say there was a temporary window be into share ya club it is Real Madrid or the Trent Alexander or the buy. In say sanko be twa na the contract and no tier compensation ma Liverpool e dey buy. Other clubs Chelsea I think say Adebako standing out for Chelsea so mo win FIFA Club World Cup ni say even at the tournament no mo opportunities on be signing and they brought in one of the finest players Joao Pedro and even me call you know making kind of kakra chem say Joao Pedro anticipated say obe movie nti our holidays ni nyina no na still na or you training nti it's of little surprise or call that tournament you know to me Eko boy share crucial goals match Chelsea the call anywhere koje into that window neko but this is the real business especially in Europe now Osha clubs are ya bom mudinya a lot so I think uko Serie A the business no in sheda and talked about like the other leagues no but Kevin De Bruyne oko Napoli Luka Modric right after FIFA Club World Cup oko AC Milan and go for bebre ka say Serie A no especially teams like AC near the no Inter mo abet say omudi nkwakrafo echi but Mijidi said they are great additions. Modric still has a lot to play. Per reports can no person be fit Real Madrid but age bracket in it he had to go. Kevin De Bruyne so yen the sort of quality or the Napoli team in the you know we'll see how it goes but
yen hwe say yen call the 5 major leagues yen hwe EPL club be na fi say last season na ne anye this time around you know here add up as a betimi aboa no for next season.
Thank you. Na me ba hopa.
Okay.
Because most of your attention the top 5 like you mentioned specifically the Premier League and Osha last season clubs be brave. In fact, it confirm be a question say why is Liverpool spending a lot of money PSR near the enchiomo. Ala to last season Liverpool and signing any player. They brought only Chiesa on loan. And almost signing Mamardashvili, the Valencia goalkeeper. He even went back on loan to Valencia. And to Usha, Liverpool books are clear. They won the Premier League. They add money to their coffers. They've got a spot in the Champions League. And this is Kamomo, plus others via Edis Cabromo. They clearly know Omama players be qua, notably Trent. And Oma saying Toby. Into our books are clean. Into me surprise. Osha players are Liverpool diaba. As it stands, Mamardashvili are joining squad. No. Jeremy Frimpong, one of the most exciting right backs in the Bundesliga, and were paramount to the way Xabi Alonso played. Abe joining Liverpool. Then we have, of course, in recent time, Florian Wirtz. Also, who's a Makase Florian Wirtz has quality. When Xabi Alonso far Leverkusen Jumano, Wirtz was on form and we prior. Until on the very first season he took over after said the other coach had left. He's one of the brightest players in the world. One of the best attacking players in the world. Okitaboa, you bet me I know. Ala to a mind-boggling. So Liverpool have got a great addition in Florian Wirtz. Sometimes integration and may be essential. And maybe happy say Arne Slot has started born in preseason. I think in one of the games down in a hat trick or assist one of the young prospects in that Liverpool team. So clearly he's quality. Then Liverpool per reports normal per striker. And clearly
keeping Mo Salah, no?
Yes.
Almost another striker.
Yes, na chairman say on say Ancelot on Shedan G Louis on Shedan G Darwin Nunez in this if you ask me, because even last season when Slot took over, he preferred to play Luis Diaz in a false 9 position.
Yeah.
Not Darwin Nunez, they out and out for it. Throughout the season, there were reports Darwin Nunez back or Saudi or Italy, but he stayed. But bringing Hugo Ekitike, and I don't know what Liverpool have seen in Ekitike, but to me, on that striker will buy into the Premier League guaranteed 20 goals a season. Because my following the trajectory from the French league or PSG, hardly had playing time. Then he moved, went to Germany. And even for last season, before Ekitike Bastille onto the scene, Omar Mamouche had to leave. Because Omar Mamouche was a star boy at Eintracht Frankfurt. He had to leave and join City in January. And that is where he took the mantle upon himself, our proving. He's got some good figures. But maybe slots, fellas say, Ekitike comes and slots into his system. He has space, he has strength, he can score. But Darwin Nunez and so say, if you want somebody to rely on, especially in preseason games, he's somebody you can follow. So for Liverpool, I think so far in England, they have spent the most in terms of money for players.
Okay.
Then comes Manchester United.
Yeah. And then comes your club.
And but Liverpool, Man United comes second in terms of spending this sum.
Really?
Yes. Liverpool have spent slightly above Man United. Now, Osha United now, the United system boils down to how the coach wants to play.
Okay.
And last season, you had a lot of issues with the United team. But they were a contrasting side. In the Premier League, they struggled. But in Europe, until United lost to Tottenham in the final, they didn't lose any game in the Europa League. Okay. They virtually went unbeaten until the final. So it means that the setup now, or the ball, the cup games, it was a perfect fit for him. But the problems have been said. United, they create a lot of chances, but they don't convert. So clearly, Rasmus Hojlund was struggling. Zexi had his own problems. Ahmad was a top star of that team in terms of numbers. But they do maybe also be pride. He had to even go beyond his limits to get back to recovery to play until the season ended.
Until him
so, Alatu, United will have a brain. One, I don't trust that goalkeeper in Onana.
You don't trust
my rooting for Onana, but I think, sir, seasons our United, no. On Timmy establishing as one of the greats in terms of goalkeeping. Okowechia, you could look at Van der Sar and say, or a top goalkeeper. Or we argue said players been on your boy, fine. They're also there. But United over the years now be a team out. When push comes to shove, the goalkeeper is there to save the situation. Until time at David De Gea, now seasons, he was a judge player of the year for the club of the season. No, actually, that shot-stopping moment, crucial saves obey. And I remember Yene Arsenal ball game. He made 14 saves, clear-cut saves in the game. So that is the sort of goalkeeper United fans are very used to. But Onana is good with the ball at his feet, one of the finest, but error-prone.
Okay.
Say, Ebase any mistake then sha. And even there are countless number of times. Oh, you are not Sanchez, Chelsea goalkeeper, Onana, errors leading to goals, baby. So he's not that sort of goalkeeper United fans are comfortable with. United Felix said they need a goalkeeper. So they are chasing one goalkeeper from Royal Antwerp. We'll see if he will join. Another aspect that United in here strengthening for me, Ubisami as a United fan, the midfield.
Okay.
Clearly, Casemiro is aging. But Debbie Amakase, say Casemiro, the sort of quality he brings to that midfield, no, not a lot of players have it. Even at Casemiro's age. Say, Oshebo, though he cannot run like before, maybe Tottenham or Real Madrid, or by the very first season. I think
the expectation
United, Casemiro, the best of Casemiro when he joined the very first season. Seasons next year, he's not really been the Casemiro we know. And he's aging. He's almost 33. So you don't want to fault him. So United need strengthening in the midfield.
Then you need to spend.
Amorim Kaya, after any list boy, and said they still lack pace in the middle. And I'm on the West Ham in the Premier League summer series. Wakase, they will suffer again. And fans will say that shouldn't be the case. So they need to strengthen the midfield. Up front, there, the calls were there. Conversion, United created chances. You may see a lot of chances. Rasmus Hojlund is not performing. So Cunha was one alternative. And if you Cunha numbers with Wolves, it's been impressive. And Cunha is one player on his way to Atletico Madrid, Germany. He came to Wolves, established himself as a mainstay, one of the players they go to. Akofa number 62 plus 5. Yasai Akofa in Mbeumo Aba. And in Mbeumo transfer, they dragged because of disparity in valuation. Brentford say the next day, they changed the valuation of the
player.
You
are still in the EPL.
But Akofa, two players, Iba, Mbeumo and Cunha. Alatu, Ebe Shoke will say, their numbers are far better than most of the players other clubs are signing. Mbeumo had over 20 plus goal involvement. Same with Cunha. The Boma almost over 40 plus goal involvement. Last season, I don't think United created me share that number of goals. As a team, they struggled. So this is great addition. Cunha and Mbeumo. One thing Aka United, if you ask me, is to get a reliable centre forward. Now, Latuni Madebakwama Ayadin United attracting players. Osha players are by United.
Then I'm an Ayadin.
Players are by United CCI, Cunha and Mbeumo. They were willing to play for the club. So, per report, Cunha had said, it's only United I want. Mbeumo had said, it's only United I want. It makes it easy for the club. But if the players are in double minds, Victor Gokieres clearly is choosing Arsenal because they are playing the Champions League. And you see, Alatu, United's biggest problem in terms of strengthening their squad, aside Sikasema, any work akrano, another is the fact that they lost out on the UEFA Champions League spot.
Yenfa United in Siwo, Yenko Arsenal because of your time. Yenko Arsenal. Now, finally, where we with Chelsea, the Amami, Chelsea after winning the FIFA Club World Cup, you think they are okay? They don't need any adults.
Charlie, Chelsea for more signing with Baby. I will come to that. Arsenal, I think.
Say and Chelsea, they obviously be approve. Say
almost signing with Baby. They shouldn't be signing again.
Okay.
But we'll see because they still maybe they would want to get one or two additions. You never know. Chelsea, the way they are doing the transfer, sometimes a Brian, so they've brought Gittins in the squad. Currently, they are chasing Hato from Ajax or a defender. They've also brought in Joao Pedro,
and he's doing best.
Charlie, top player. Lime de la Paba. We'll see if they'll shape out Nicholas Jackson there. So we'll see. But Arsenal needed a centre forward. And Alatu had said, in the past 2-3 seasons, Arsenal are very close to winning the Premier League. It's because they didn't have a centre forward who makes me a guarantee of at least 20 goals. And this time around, I think the Gokieres deal is almost done. Akanyama Akana were joining. And for Arsenal, they needed a centre forward. Noni has come into the team. Maybe Arteta wants competition on the other wing because Noni doesn't sit Saka on the bench on any day. It's good that Noni can play on the other side of the wings, on the left, and cut in and do his exploit. But even that he'll face competition, Ewaneri, Martinelli, Munyina. Then I think they've brought Mosquera also from the Spanish league. Then they've brought Zubimendi and then Nogard. And clearly, Partey Partey left as a free agent. I don't think Nogard or Zubimendi will give you exactly what Partey gives. But they're a decent alternative. Arsenal's biggest problem was the centre forward position. They are getting Gokieres back-to-back league titles to Sporting, back-to-back goalkeeping titles. Played in the English Premier League before with Brighton, struggled. Went to Coventry, moved to Sporting. That is where he got his name. Wababa, 27 years, very young. But you see, this time, Alatu, Arteta has no excuse to fail. The excuse was that they didn't have a striker they could depend on. Because if you ask now team, now Saka Pra, now problematic. The goals were not coming clearly. Though he's built his team not to center around the number 9 or the striker alone. Saka Pra, they struggled. There were times to cry when William Saliba is out, and I say the other guy, Saliba pay the Brazilian, got Magelas, problems at the back. But Oshelma, what Arsenal needed most was a centre forward, and now Teta no excuse.
Okay,
I'm just hoping Oshe team Arsenal a war, Oshe from the back, Raya, Oshe Calafiori, Oshe Timber, Oshe Magelas, Oshe Saliba, Zubimendi, Odegaard, whoever they want to play in that midfield. Is it Norgard? Whoever they want to play. Okwe Nimwa, they now have Noni, they have Saka, and they have Gokieres. Alatu. When the season begins, Arteta will have no excuse. It's been 3 times second place. This time they need to compete.
But I say, Kwaku V Power and Artin and Kano Uguso Sports Arena, Adom TV. Mr. Mustafa Hajidin, and so Atanase. My main call because Kweku Spain kakra ebehwe EPO no kakra ebehwe EPO no kakra enti my main enko Haji ho na baby a ono so dey bewura in the transfer no or the ewura na
Okabima Rashford amene
yeah the amano na si on dey say unim say the city
Okabima Rashford amene ne be ko on the show
the opinion they say are like noses Haji akwaba
meje so
na pombo ko dey
na me Adom we now, where is it?
That's it.
Oh, I like to you fine man.
Joe. The part of where you know.
I like to you
fine. Joe. Ah. Oh, show good yeah, what we are. Once
over sports now. Over and come for.
So what you graduate? So back in Sawaba. Hey, you don't be small guy for a crowd. Oh, 5. See me. Na me no.
Esa obani di. So obani na mischief na do.
We Tundra Fache me see out. Tundra Fache me na me we Emma the deputy head of sports. Memfa we Entremansa. Hajidin aba abewura transfer nim e amaye. Eti baby a wo bia no koso ana Adom TV emfa Emma Hajiba. Would say one man a quanya na edenya obey what is a bed. Enti ma memfa birthday we intweme sanse na hima baby a obia no yesi omfa sports arena eniagro. Enti special happy birthday eko ediama the queen mother of the Abledi family of Awutu Breku and the CEO of Part Queen Ventures. Wow. Tabora number 5 and nana hima ete enti baby nana hima wo bia no yenim se wo hweye ne ho fe papa nana hema na da ho no nana hema na ya duchei na ya duchei na da ho no enti ba bia nana hema wo bia no ye ma awudadie pa yankopon enhyirawo yankopon enye okese oma waheni a wudi no emfa so pa emra dodo na bibia nso entimi enkoso enti ye ma happy birthday Haji transfer no
Awutu Breku so ni ho
minim ho Kasuachi okay
now wa kwa ni ma ho
oh David send dey wa ya I want to watch na obesi toilet ma
oh Haji dey ni ho ma na akwa no
oh say bia okosiro obi ni ade
Awutu Breku dey say wa ya wo nkan ya say wo chinchin o
so chinchin
wo ni ma Awutu Breku dey na say budumbura nkwan no so Awutu Breku ho no ma na
power oni mo
o minimum
ene oni mo ade na e o
so wo
na me bi sasa din ko ye den ho
man kasim
din ma yenti wa
ona ma Christian go si toilet esi kwan no ta ma no watch esi
yenti o
ono ma obedu na toilet ni se
kwan yenti o na wasem wa
Charlie
asama granny
Manchester United Man you kwade we say kokwa ka me waste time United but omu nim say omu hia players And I don't know when Manchester United ever stop from some more to turn, so I don't know when it's going to stop. Because post Alex Ferguson, they've signed more than 150 players. And they will still sign. Still fact. Last season, United on top scorer. Na Amad Diallo.
Amad Diallo, yeah.
On Bruno Fernandes, Omu Nashe 8 goals. The team are open Bravo Premier League, you know. Or top scorer and says 8 goals. So say 8 goals now by for midfielders. Even if you are winger and you are scoring 8, I doubt say elite team be bad foul. Unless there's something unique and not exceptional about you.
Okay.
Because today wingers are scoring 15. They are scoring 20 goals in the season. And average for a good winger should be around 15 goals.
15 goals, yeah.
For a season. Gone are the days say I will be born number 9 there so she'll go. And then we now some of forwards.
Attackers.
And attackers. And if you are forwards and Obi Ashe 20 goals, you expect to score like 15. Sam Wemuna, Manchester United, last season he scored 20 goals.
20 goals.
The club are noble. Never compare Manchester United, top scorer. And he would divide the goals in times 2, class still a top scorer of Manchester United. What shit 10 of the goals in the go? Ne captain of crowd, she goes to Man United player.
Fact.
Apart from one major problem I say United is to address it, yes, our base of their midfield. Okay. Head circle who can answer. Fine player, Casemiro come past his prime. United best one so because we need player be on one level. Our midfield no. Defensive midfield no. Me person I come midfield because Bruno Fernandes is better than them. Yeah. Currently, Bruno Fernandes is their best player. One of the best in the Premier League. You make the top 5 of Premier League. No? But one interesting thing about football is that we team perform and we ball.
Yeah, no one perform there. No, I own your way.
At the said the ocean ball. Oben say, player be ball in the rating Ednam 9. 90 plus 5 minutes. Now you share 1-0 per. From 9, no, the rating at Tiaba 6.5. Oben so to say Netherlands for JC no 6.2, 5.3, 1 sir. And the players na come rating was thrown na yeah high poem no just because seconds omo concede goal no no mo rating na drop so na football na tie. And to obi ben na mu sa omo hwe pa no wa she goal from 3.5 na rating ko be 8.4 just because wa she goal. Enti say United into addresses some midfield issue no obi obebo the base of the midfielder, then there will be a problem. Lenny Euro fine player. Me who ni year last season. So I know the injury nearby.
Yeah. Or prime preseason.
Yes. And I'll buy middle
against
of the season.
Arsenal.
No, or buy middle of the season.
Yeah.
Or buy no so no baby a United and Namano. To say the American team name perform me a player be a nimbo. Intina man shada huni. I'm hoping said this season because he a player not Real Madrid their panel. No Madrid their panel.
That's a winner.
Apart from that, no, not Barca for no crying ya na nko mope.
But the music asem.
You know issues.
Yeah.
A rumor be passe by ba kope and shada anya te say they say na Madrid for no. Are you serious? At that point, I learned say even Chelsea win and no much is Abante no. So munya no more pen.
They have Madrid. They said they wanted him to run out his contract.
No, mo funny free.
And take him on.
Almost discount. So I'm for person on account. Say see almost that boys in free. When you about Hoswa, 2 players depend on my Tom in recent years.
Yeah.
The official
the club needing any boys no.
Bellingham and Mbappe. Mbappe say almost funny free.
And this,
no almost says boom the man.
And Mastantuono.
River
Plate boy.
I am players also per Madrid no.
Oh yeah, no.
Oh, players in there.
They are attracted to the club.
Big clubs. Almost per big clubs. And yet say Madrid nko a. Almost per big clubs. And you know, depending how obe position wo ho. And obenya player no. And United cry and struggle no. You think say United they call player be to say your carers United is serious or more pena nkomo peke no the on be peke no because about Sporting CP the gap between Sporting CP and Manchester United e che Hannibal ga
owa
Wa munye koiko.
Hatu Wagadugu.
Brokra. Munye koiko. Enti se wo be say UEFA for say FIFA Club World Cup ye per club baako e England man aba join with all due respect. Ombepe United. Because of one kasa so be omoye wo UEFA.com and I say UEFA for so be omoye no. Omo say 1/3 of all Premier League supporters and omo hwe Premier League followers of EPL and yes supporters or like omoye fans of the club
supporters.
Dabi followers of EPL no 1/3 of them omo hwe EPL no because of Manchester United. Oko Asia 2/3 of the Asian fans no omo hwe EPL no because of Manchester United.
My final question on our man, no. You Chelsea after winning the FIFA Club World Cup. A bit me enya nsunsuanso bi in the EPL.
And the pressure na be club no, especially the manager.
Me know what you are doing.
Pressure be.
Wakame of Frank Lampard.
Okay.
Obana one ta and it's lot and be na beto no so no. Sa Obana one to expectation here e wo for mo.
Ba Tobia.
Antoyo, kewa obo.
Yeah.
Wait. One manis campo. Hwenkwan bi awabo. Onya kakra na okọ na nkwase kwoto ne ntwina ma nkwan ne de area mu enya mu bedwane. O manis ko okọ ya na nkwan ya sai. Obey audition free juma adechi na apopo bibire se de aba nkwan ne. Ntumi ni. Di ya na fa. Me ko di nkate nkwan bi onkoko. Me ne ya ama mesi wo kokwase. Me ntuma ma medu. Because you got to go.
Uja na anase na no.
Me fun cry o.
Oh my God.
Me kwa Jerry Americano. Eni besa na
TV so na ati no hwe o ma bi yi o.
Eni besa na Americano.
Uja na simple na de o ka e de ni.
Me Usan waka mija me ne like me polish okay mija me nai.
You on TV you can say that.
The way I actually mu ye.
There be polishing the kakra.
Enti men kan mi jame nai. Mi jame nai. Hwe?
Nangati nkwai wa fa mbe mu ana be de.
That foreign transfer aye kai. Kati kwai bi anywhere room.
Correlation ye den.
Kwaku? Ahomachi. Me ko bo prema.
Pharmacy Mamentio aye.
Oh, wo mama nka ma so wi.
Aye. Vipo Mamentio on Chelsea.
Na so ala tu den na wi.
Aye me de wasi Mamentio on Chelsea we no.
We
season so de beba.
Den na wi.
Nkwate kwan na o de ye me wan fa me nka.
Ala tu
Mamentio.
I think some need be yaje on a more serious.
Nkwate kwan na.
There be pressure the be coach no so. I think Maresca joining Chelsea, you know. Now the expectation wasn't even said they would make a Champions League place.
Okay.
And I think last now he overachieved. Yeah. He overachieved. I mean, it been yard, but the problem now will be, say, you have overachieved in your first season. Or the Asher Champions League, more money. Or the FIFA World Club.
No more than 100 million.
More money there. Your top players. And Adeba Kwampe said the players no more bemuno. Does he have a say? There are certain club models be.
Why is he not having a say?
Maybe there are certain club models be. Unza United, back to United beam quickly. Players no more signing no, and yet entirely what the manager requests. A whole sporting decision, and they want the team to play in a certain way. Until the players are fitting in that profile. And a bro, the coach no any the entire sporting body no. And they be quite dream crew. Sometimes they agree, sometimes they do not agree. But they bring in certain players. The typical example, Ten Hag wanted other players than players at United, the Omobem, at the man. And he had to work with them. So Minim said, that is the same system. Because Gittins, fine, decent player, Babem, Joao Pedro, Premier League proven, Esugo Biaba. So you ask yourself, are these the players the coach wants? But I think Maresca actually say, regardless of the profile of players, no, he knows how to work with them. Only himself, one of the players Maresca pinpointed up, Dewsbury Hall, or the Nifi Leicester buy. But Oko check Dewsbury Hall. Games or boy last season with Chelsea cry. Me sure say he know he do 15. He had limited game time. But or the profile of player, coach in the pair. So that is what I'm looking at. But see there, what the FIFA Club World Cup, as we are touting you world champions for the next 4 years, Alatu, the pressure will be on him to win the Premier League. And look at this Chelsea team, they have the quality. They have proven on the world stage when 32 teams are may from the best of the 32, not the best in the world. They have proven on the world stage, say they beat the European champions. They were conference league winners. They beat the Champions League winners. That is a big statement. And you'd have to move on from there. From now, game be at Chelsea, they will be judged on their performance at the FIFA Club World Cup. World champions. They'll Chelsea. They cannot take it away. But the funny thing is, the league system is funny.
The league system is funny.
It's very funny. Brighton,
what makes it funny?
Brighton, we bet me at Chelsea. I born for.
And now Chelsea, we can no be any Chelsea beat Macquarie.
And Americano, even there, no Flamingo Chen born 3-1. They are only blip in that competition. Was Flamingo. And in the league now about 38 games to amass the most points to win it. No, funny things do happen. There are games you not expect. Think it will be better me frustrated too. Think it will be.
Mate.
But the pressure will be on them. And Chelsea will be judged for every game they play with that world champion tag. Alatu.
But I say V Power no ya de amanone EBC na ya aba be di common so a ewo fie na me started the free haji wo. Yen hwe de ye Wafcon na e ko na wiye no. Ye nim se Wafcon na final e be ba so. The obeji de obi anim for now.
Obi anim.
Oh,
Alatu. Everybody knows.
Obi anim se wan beji.
There is a campaign in the women's
Obi anim se wan beji.
Oh, Super Falcons. Congratulations to them.
Oni momo
Morocco be second time unlucky.
Oni momo host you.
Oh. Last year, that's AFCON. So hosty South Africa born.
Mate, yen hwe on memo akasa. Yen kata kwan. Yen kata kwan pa dia yen kata. Yeah, ready ya go boy. Black Queens coach. Because the last time I see I
to be man.
Mo to be man coach ne papa.
Ano na man oba no ho male no.
No or show no.
And na ma coach ne bo no.
Yeah. Wa man ni ada ho.
There the say.
We have not been exceptional at tournament with him.
Okay.
Just like Chelsea were any exceptional FIFA Club World Cup no. Cup games. Tournament where you winning one game or regulation time.
One game.
So you are still not pleased with the coach?
No, I'm pleased. He's done very well. But cup matches, you know, it might not be the true reflection of the team.
Okay.
That's the point I'm making. What did I make an answer?
Too.
So if you look at the team very well, any performance I had done a year, and I make sure say, if you've won only one game in regulation time, it is the beauty of the competition. South Africa share 2-0.
Yeah.
But we've beaten them.
Yeah.
Aqua did third place.
Sure.
And a new man getting a medical coach in the academy no. Onyandu ho.
First in the day and now
one your mentality.
Okay.
We change girls in the mentality.
Okay.
And football, you know, and as a cup game say no, teams are winning first and third. Okay. First, you be winning trophy no one in Japan. And then you be third, you know. So you need Japan.
Just in second. No, they are no cry.
Because you feel semi-finals are opportunity to redeem yourself.
Okay.
And then you redeem here, and then why you best shown? You don't have the opportunity to redeem yourself. When you are going to go until the next tournament, if you don't qualify, what happens? And we'll move out until the next one. If you don't qualify until 50 years, now won't qualify. And I won't get trophy now. Still, you're fresh. When you saw and I say, why dream?
Okay.
And see, coach has been able to psych these young ladies. Osha or mentality cry or more penalties are. Football, luck. Last time, remember one professor a year ago boardroom.
Luck plays a role.
A role. What's the most of these professional teams, you know? A luck in a winning game, no. And then coach you about that is and I 3-1-1-1-2 and I for and carry. Abrabonu de bia unya lak. Yeni Morocco boy, it was the best game I ever in this tournament. Kosha you expected goal.
So we had this bronze based on luck.
No.
So what are we telling Kim last?
The point I'm making is your best game cry your boy was against Morocco. The luck on the side need to qualify.
Okay.
Yeah, I see about find out when Morocco. With all due respect to them, but we're better side.
We left them off the hook.
Off the hook, thank
so
you.
Many times.
Mr. Ocho expected goal. Kuno mundu a 1 in Pomo 0.3.
So many times we left.
You expected goal. I think 1 point something. Or was it 3.7 or maybe it's at 3.7? You expected goal and a war game. And today I say, you bro so bebre.
And Shantega and so in your body.
No, and you don't qua. Hey, even Oshe watch it.
Asanto Anzo.
Grace Asantoa.
Chairman, Pacho, Bonidimbium, Portia Boache.
Yes.
Portia Boache.
Ever since
she's the oldest player in the team.
26. Ever since I share my ball, me who defender, or left, or so composed. Just say, born a bar, and yet to say, or born a cacao.
Or a typical ball player center back.
Top quality player. And
no wonder she's the captain.
You know, Bono. Alatula, this is the first time I'm actually a national team. We use Stephen Apia more few or John Mensama. I mean, say yes, this is a captain. She's leading the pack from the back.
Okay.
Anything I
tell you.
Me one person me some coach when you defender me more captain me midfielders and defenders or strikers
are now when
you defender who loves you
see the game better.
Who assess game ni nyina
Utiminya kwahwe omo ebo nyina na wo chi na
mo. And I love center backs I am here me captain.
And your goalkeeper so nya bad o.
Enya bad but me outfield player.
Okay.
Well, goalkeeper you beje more center no be ntumi obetu me careful about be complain kwani abobo next week.
But the center back ne dey otimi follow.
Thank you.
With communication.
Otimi Fred am no class ko hwechire ma me na me nko na me referee no nko nya nkeka ho kakra. So the point I'm making is the tournament no ama yehu at least something about these ladies. Ama we ko tournament win. One and eight, ama wade boga yes one.
Be am for boga. Ghana had
this is the first time in many years. In many years, me who lot of households are not much Black Queens game.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Now man for her pa.
To go.
Man for her pa.
And I was in town, and I'm saying, how na me kai say, o man started born me notification on phone so. Now me started say me monitor on my phone. Sir until say me baby do fie. And me baby do fie kra no. Na game na end. Because by na me monitor abra na me wo kro mu nyina. Omo take no. Ooh. And I met ladies Black Queens ball no. Ladies sent me messages or movie some say time ben or mobile ball no. And I was like, wow.
Attention there,
Pepper them for no yeah Black Queens say boy omo and now omo mema nkwa no no more problem.
Feminists are always like that.
Sir.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you know, the TN say what share the way omo ko ball we na at least omo de Ghana for adwin empower omo so. When was the last time we said Black Queen? Now you more women out you cry will close. That time they out and the wife con you more out no cry no. Now it is saying how many people now you know follow game this.
No minister no me na akot na.
And came last number ye bibi one ye game ni yet at the lowest ebb no at least one left here baba bedu baby. We are not out there yet.
I don't think say na ye game
no in terms of national team performance.
Friday no I think Friday or Thursday or ultimate show.
Yeah.
Former ESCO member Linear they say you over hype
one can
Oh I don't think so. Who say Sawashe F we ankasana give them very well when it comes to women football.
Solid.
Very. Sawo mom your category be our mom
and women's football.
Women's football. Because be omo be for women's football ni fee no. Yes starting the year. And ye dey agree call Black Stars. Ye anya men's football. Ebedu we only doing Black Stars football.
Say one and kwan wo.
And yes, a good
year.
But we buy no gradually and the Malta Guinness Women's Premier League.
Yeah.
FA Cup, a man FA Cup,
champion of champions boy.
Yes.
Not FA.
And Nintin America says one of these days, you know, President Cup no. Yeah man man mobi. No be am.
Enti mark him last time.
Yeah, no, he needs time. Also oba no a short
January.
I think almost 3 months in it.
And the court tournament way.
So about January.
About January.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I think 2nd or 3rd week of January no more appointed.
6 months.
But when your opportunity and Shadan can put him no and bought major way.
Oh, I know that.
Morocco BM Senegal.
But I'm building this because statement na we make here no about linear di nsem na okan na.
Okay.
O hwa sa oba na opportunities a wonyaye luxury a wonyaye or the building team no we nya that luxury. I'll go straight into a tournament. At least a short time na they call tournament. And me, I'm not one person now. I believe in coaches less than 6 months, 5 months or medical tournament. A failing most national teams.
Okay.
And that short time now wonyaye no. Any the okoye no. I think he is fair enough say be man no time. We didn't even qualify for the previous one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but do me can say me person you do quarter finals keke.
Yeah.
Yeah. But to approve it.
No, media were exceeding my expectation.
Quick on the final and then
it's going to be a very difficult game for the Morocco.
Nigeria, Morocco.
Very difficult for them.
Nigeria 10 times.
I'm sad to tell them
Nigeria 4 promo 10 times.
They will lose this game.
Nigeria will lose.
No, Morocco.
Morocco will lose.
Sesa game no money your boy no. And no mobile boy we dia. They need to double up
their effort.
Times 200%.
Mama soon san twenty. One say okay say South Africa for share. But you be share mo e be J bronze.
No.
Morocco will not beat Nigeria.
Sign of football.
I don't know Morocco will not beat Nigeria.
South Africa lost the Nigeria.
Or because you are coming from the West African side of
South Africa lost the Nigerian game. Because getting to the dying embers of the game, they were emotionally disturbed. They were emotionally distraught. They were not themselves emotionally because of Salgado injury. No? And you saw how almost everybody on the field was weeping. I think say element breaking the South African team. Because the time no consider go now, it was in other time. 90 plus, and I'm concede this goal. So they lost their concentration because, and you see, women and emotions, you cannot take it out of football.
It's part of them.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
And you know,
football, but
the South Africans were not even the Nigerians were disturbed. But the Nigerians wanted it more because that defender now, she was one of the best players for the South Africans. And he took something away from the South African team. But this Moroccan team, who against Ghana. Before the Moroccans had met us, now they had beaten almost every team. I think they had one draw somewhere, but they topped their group. Morocco,
they were playing
Zambia.
Beautiful.
I think they only drew Zambia.
Opening game,
they won the other games. Then in the quarters, they beat Mali 3-1, put them to bed. But yeah, that game we gave it to Morocco. Oh. And you see, it was because, just like Dine Kano, this coach, he's very strategic at tournaments. If there's one thing I'm studying about, tournaments, the strategy is never. That even sometimes you choose the size you meet in a tournament.
You don't have to be the best team.
Good.
Okay, I say, okay, I say, is it 2018 World Cup? World Cup will in Japan share.
It should be
2022.
Yeah, the last World Cup.
2022 World Cup. No?
Yeah.
And Luis Enrique this Spain for no
yeah.
No?
Yeah.
And Morocco a share Spain.
Yeah.
One more part and Spain for never.
Oh, Qatar.
Yeah. Nina or share the draw now. It's better send me for the side where you safe. Okay. And there are people who even allege say on mobile face game.
Saved or blocked 15%, 45 shots off target.
So our problem is scoring.
That was our bane in this tournament. And Nehemi Yase, Doris Bwedua didn't get a good tournament at all. And clearly, Utimu said psychologically she was disturbed. Otimi Gina, 20, 30 years. Wow, short. Short years so shaping in who ye. And do the Queens have a psychologist?
I'm sure they have.
Omunibi.
Oh, why? They have.
I stand to be corrected.
They
have. And remember, the young and say, Anna, Oma Kofa Papaya, Belgium, you baby.
Oh, so man, first not Professor Mintao, not Professor Mintao.
But no money yet, no, no, psychologist.
Once United say he was appointed there, make us say no.
But Queens will be. Me. I stand to be correct. Obi show no now anyone on my information, but I don't think they have.
I think they have.
We do needed talking to. She, can see I didn't say. I think one game she sat out because
was it against Morocco?
Yeah, one game. There be Morocco boy. There was one game and one ball. Somebody should have told Bodu. I said, when you get to the danger area, calm your nerves.
As a striker,
down.
was strength your composure.
Composure.
Because when you do 18-yard box, you know, you know, Jamai. Or then I can't penalty.
So, it's a one referee. We are just go to match or catch you in the pants on.
Where Division 2, Division 1.
The left backer, left-sided defender. On him ball too much.
Yeah, and you see, your conversation, you know, on the WAFCON. Finally, why
Nigeria
Haji
Morocco no.
Oh, I'll go for Nigeria.
You go for Nigeria.
I'm too much quality Moroccans need to me handle.
Yemra, the under 20, so I host too, you know. That's one of fair. Do you think Jumana or you know, in some more do Jumanum sa because 7 Nations tournament or pram your group crane means
so you did third.
You did third.
It's bad. A developmental tournament and yet tournament I back baby. You also had the opportunity to yes.
Until the OJ and he has already
say and found and qualifier.
No, and your qualifier, but a zone or organized
a regional tournament.
Until you and
there be.
Oh wow.
Organization crown on my yard because what for no matter says Casemni at the home.
But me problem here Ghana ye under 20 and ye under 17 they do by near the home so kruma. It is all the yako Egypt. Now ye cow the about 7 Nation tournament 9 so no. What also means I now say and
ala to sa no unless you don't want to be frank.
And yet
sa under 17
but what you say it means a better under 20 be
no, I'm not saying we'll not get a better under 20. But let's do things right. Argentina make say over the years, who you teams are dominated by certain players maybe for me they are not the best of players, but because they have affiliation with people in power and
why said once you are not using the right tool for the right job,
coaches be why they like things in leave the under 17 job or kind categorically you see on pay interference is B. He left the job
but he said it. But let me say this.
Okay.
Like the kind of disrespect he showed Ghanaians, he should never go near any of our national teams again.
We can't disrespect.
In the midst of tournament, you walk out, look into the eyes of Ghanaians and tell us, say, that's gross insubordination.
Nah, maybe do you know what was
I'm coming.
No, maybe
we see professionalism.
So he should keep quiet and die.
No. You can walk out.
No, he left.
So you don't walk out when the like says
he can walk out.
The like say it's no different from Brazil World Cup fiasco. I'm telling you, let's not underrate what he did. That disrespect like showed us. In your tournament, year free. Problems. Which I understand. Say problems for her. Which people are talking about. People. When did you know that? That wasn't when you should leave. Go to the press conference. When you finish the press conference, you can organize another press conference and tell Ghanaians the way. And that time bobo na nkwala no abobo ya hye no for back whoa what's for now call who does that what bobo
press conference no one be to yaka
me ba Even in the press conference, we and media.
Nigeria for the back be calming down.
Sadina lie here and wrong.
We are not discussing like
we are not discussing.
We are not discussing.
That moment now, media into why your press conference in the now when the media no,
it's not even about the media. You can issue a
press release. What kind of disrespect is that?
You are leaving.
Land the money on land on that.
Yeah, tell us.
Only na wie.
Ghana phone in a way. Ben's not in the
Say Oma appointment.
He's done.
Say Oma appointment.
One of them appointment. Munipa.
Oma appointment.
Ghana for. What you know say? Me jai, me nyabio. And omu inf. When is this one did you know so on the place?
Opa
that's all. They
say we only na wie Oma appointment.
Ghana ni na wie. If you plan appointment on anka so ni done. Opa academy no.
I feel say
all is well with under 20.
All is not well. But when you major tournament be a year baby. The most important thing is say we do not leave this last to wonder among Titimpansamunko. No.
Okay.
There are some players they are still within the age limit. Maybe in our next qualifiers they can still be available. Yen gumi omu ye, yen monitor omu progress ye, yen share say major tournaments be back and as a tournament be back within the regional zone now. These players will be active. I need some continuity and consistency. Players now that's what age limit no. Let's groom them well. Let's monitor their progress at the club level. And Makase, when it comes to fishing youth players are almost deserve for national teams is because in our league system we are not actively running a youth league.
Yeah. So I can Matty said this one I can say you started elite league, you know.
This is under 19 for being in Namayefa Switzerland. Me name player about Kokra was our squad in him. Me name player. But if Anka a progressor, can maybe some players within this limit. It's still off season.
And the end of your year, you have a boardroom. Your time no almost 11:30.
But did you only lie your problem, man?
There only no problem. And the men can't show be a team said you lie problem. No, said you be or no
for the fun of it.
Yeah, on any yard.
But that dinner.
So Adom TV Sports Arena near the Airman 12 o'clock near the ABC Dennis as someone ye mene hajidi any V power na somewhere. Na yemra ye club side kakra me so kotoko anamo 2 na watu no ndunsu so we be back kotoko because 1 o'clock ye be for live commentary no so asempa
the most
kotoko against Kaizer Chiefs
the game near 1
yeah
oh okay
the most important thing is say I'm happy for some of the players within the squad that exposure is needed
sure
and don't be surprised if some of these players go and they don't come back
and the bit messy.
And yet some big Janet is there.
No.
South Africa is free.
They could
be
other opportunities are ABA. Players CB Benya. That was South Africa. I hope Sekotoko is prepared for such departures and they have the necessary replacement in mind. I hope. Because they are very limited.
But Kotoko, I think is unique.
Oh yes.
In terms of Sani Omano. Omo unique and the whole brand no kra no said the ama kotokwaya akono na efe.
What I saw in the President's Cup I was impressed because most of these players had come in a short period going to that game. The Seth Kojo guy in midfield solid player. Zakaria Fuseni blew my mind. Like he played as if on Kotokwa his entire life.
And this is don't forget Henry Ansu
yeah.
And this is in a very likely say best Samba only on Zakaria Fuseni.
Yes.
And a best center back. Lordamwa.
Even Samba.
And a very tight.
Even
Samba, if you watch Zito plays him as a DM.
Instead of say Henry Ansu. Ansu. Into a better require Henry Ansu. But Wakako first Lord Amwa Naba
Hilary
Adabo Naba, Lord Hilary Adabo.
Yeah.
And he's a typical DM. Didn't you go to and me show so about using no DM, Emmanuel entry. You understand?
Yeah.
Enti kotoko team no Charlie
with these players who are a very experienced coach to say Karim Zito there.
And we also began the full season. Poku.
Yeah.
Oba even the full season. Yes,
even Zito and Zito, if there's one thing Zito approve Yama, he doesn't need an entirely experienced bunch. He took the Dreams FC team, inexperienced players, Bebrewum. He went to Africa and reached the semi-finals of the CAF Confed Cup, losing to Zamalek, eventual Super Cup winners that year.
But I was very happy person combat me. I just had to talk about.
Oh, they can Kaiser Chiefs in here like they used to, and even last year they are no cry in terms of younger but bomb 5. The Kotoko have a good team. Kotoko, one thing
and the reception there is so lovely.
And one thing I mean about Kotoko ni say, aesthetics na eba. On say na no mo sani omo ofe pa. Omo ofe. No, me tell me ala tu me ba. Me na me ko kaya.
Aya wona ba ka se bi twa no so.
Somebody me kaya ka obeka.
Ade ba.
Perfect and the TV.
Omo ofe pa. Na de ba ko
na me ba o emrantie da ho yi se wo hwe omo outfit at the hope brand ya ma omo na na efe apart from no e dey bi
oh omo mo ofe hwe one thing we are forgetting is say so per se
I think on outfit na dey very uniform
Kotoko has always dressed very well
stadium
even as the club Ghanaian clubs Dreams you cry corner say wo hwe
ese me ka tell me say fan boy anka Arsenal fa caps be eta
oh Arsenal why na fine boy no
party
Arsenal fine boy Arsenal players fine boy back one men who pay to your court on no Mamba stadium and I make ala to ma kan wie
me tab no
say ye be hu e ma no kwesi na ntachi ka asem bi
te be hu ma no
stadium he wasn't kidding no anything that has women representing has a lot of attraction with men
and yes sir
Kotoko fine boy see not just his blake can so be gene again no entino they should use it to their advantage boys near fine how many girls in Kasamo no more stadium girls near ba how many men man e beba
me da say kwaku asari v power no ye da say oguso ene ye esom e wa Adom TV ye ko na Mustafa Hajidin e de room e wo board room ne ya hwede ye de mawo ene din
obi je ugera ne ya
din na ye fa no wa hi
obi aje ugera obi to obi beje obi ge but they feel Liverpool
kakra so wo hwa no anyi kakasare no na ya
na auto nyum ade na obo mi
makaden
usese njum ya
o ka bi wan kasa
o bai o de njum to
o be so do mo obi ahu watch ti say that you bai obi ahu watch
yeah okay
camera photo to kakra
so go we mu ejo
say October 3 weeks next start leagues no
okay
and unfortunately you be transfer summer transfer and shadow transfer bia by week way me pese ye transfers by me no pe next week we'll probably do another transfer na fi ya community shield no na fi ya welcome to the Premier League and I said the new season
okay
and you know ya be just be 10 minutes na ya hwe cause enra week we you transfer ba kwa trend pa sa branch of friend Hugo Ekitike and a lot of Liverpool fans were very excited so munya branch here no honestly I don't think he's that exceptional but I believe he brings something Liverpool for a long time so obi a follow Liverpool team ni bia no there's one thing a beban hadwim and as Obeka say since Roberto Firmino acquired Liverpool nya replacement Firmino that say number 9 na obo no Firmino ye number 9 na on shadan there to say okwa kujina ho that Drogba number 9 that Samuel Eto'o number 9 Adebayo number Samuel Jam number 9 no ono no nya sa number 9 no onye that Roberto Firmino number 9 na on shadan there ni wo on as obo force number 9 bi na wa drifted ya babenkum wa koni fan na okwa je ball na wa cut in sana sa Hugo Ekitike wetie and when na Urban Liverpool for ni so excited at the branch here no open one coach a pressure be kono so this season is an slot ya kan Enzo Maresca so But and it's not pan pressure about Konoso. A Bekono Swatch Enzo Maresca, you know why? Because and it's not won the Premier League, so he's the defending Premier League champion. So Minini said, we in the part 10. Oh, me Liverpool supporters are. A mobile 5 crackers and it's not the Belgian League now. Minini. A few Liverpool fans and I know what GDA said and it's not to match the league in India mom. A few. But from nowhere the man won the league. And the OJ League, you know, I'm this season almost spending in your money in a cost. Liverpool come 300 million pounds. Liverpool come. When was the last time we saw Liverpool spend this? Because I said, "Omo for key players." I'm on my baby. You money their mom. I'm the Florent Vitz aba. Look how big is the Florent Vitz. Liverpool soon typical number 10 for a long time. Our team no. To some for Florent Vitz they never buy. Until a man for a say, a likely say and a slot. A best some be about the system now or ball last season. No. A bit more work. Now you are bringing a player last season. Mo Salah and a top scorer at the Liverpool last season. Mo Salah shared 29 goals. Luis Diaz shared 13 goals. Ekitike might not be the kind of player open, but you Roma you better baby or be falling when it comes to top scorers at Liverpool. On himself last season, so we Mo Salah goes, you know, Eddie Freeman. And I said, Mo Salah any Liverpool team, no man. I can tell you something, Liverpool. On run into the top 5. Say Mo Salah and bought Liverpool. But Liverpool, here beef up, and I saw we squad strengthening because Mo Salah is in his 30s. Mo Salah, this season might be his last exceptional season.
Nikoto Jomo go back.
Share Europe top 5 2024-2025 in terms of goals. Mbappe 31, Mo Salah 29, Lewandowski 27, share assist to 18, Olise 15, Yamal 13. Me pesa o share dey bi. On say mabo Mbappe, mabo Salah, mabo Lewandowski in terms of top scorers. Europe, top 5 leagues, you know. Oko assist, mabo Salah, mabo Olise, mabo Yamal. Now you go through ni na we are. I'll ask you there's one constant thing in the eba be nyina no. And you will see why I'm saying Salah is so important. Shots on target last season, Mbappe 85, Salah 61, Haaland 60. Shot on target, you know. Team leaders, you know. Salah 29 goals, assist 18, about 3,380 minutes. Team ranking in here, Liverpool Energy League, you know, with 86 goals. Osha Liverpool goals, you know, I'm share now. Osha assist any goals, and now goals and assist, all combine here. Salah could have 55%. Salah.
The exams they can or pass the correct team.
Thank you.
Or consistent or maybe.
That and one another pen. Baby Europe. No, you're consistent. Meaning say a woman from next 2-3 weeks you kono. You benya time near a Ballon d'Or top 10.
Yeah.
And we will look at it. Meaning say I know in a play key role. Yeah, in a prediction. But the constant figure ni you want a constant BB you want it's Mo Salah. Open Europe assist, open goals, open shot on target. BBR Salah. No one that so contributed to 55% of the Liverpool year last season now. And to say when you're no free on man, when your big chances created, there's another Salah again. On say baby a player be another player be aba. But there is always Salah.
Everywhere you go.
Everywhere you go there is Salah.
X is constant.
X is constant. And to show the impact on you, and to Liverpool will say no. If you are going to rely on Salah alone for next season, Elbia na nkwanko yeye. Enya tembia no benya Salah no. Enya tembia no betuma mo sa numbers no. But when the boy ni because a man for believe say Nunez no. Last season, although he did very well because we turned in the partnership with Salah. Yes, yeah. But they think Ekitike is an upgrade of Nunez. You might not agree, but these are their stats. Non-penalty expected goal. Nunez 2023-2024 no 0.69. When you be our best be our best and the year can once me. Ekitike 2024-2025 0.67. Open play shots 4.71. Way at 3.98. Progressive carries next all the ball going by 50 meters, 5 meters. All the ball going at least by 5 meters. No progressive carries, 2.56, 3.26. Take-ons attempted 1.94, 4.18 for Abrante Fene Kitike. Open play 0.20, 0.19. And now we shall Nunez in the best season. Now they compare Kitike best season. I think say a very similar. But Nunez best season, because I say Emma modern club in a man. So they brought in a player or upgrade on the side branch friend Nunez. And like I said, Liverpool for a star last season. Okay, good Kitike short and then carries in any. And he Osha baby or pick a ball and they run it or ball shot, but all problem be. And you come and talk about that the problem. Into Osha way and a sa ne carries for the 2024-2025 season the map and I'll show you where I say Liverpool is strengthened. Attacking sequence involvement where German Bundesliga last season, and this is where the problem is. So what should we na? Also, who go to take in a ball shot of power Bundesliga? About 177 shots last season. And the stats, any shot or ball on target. Into the whole of Bundesliga, no. She baby on the other. Into a bomb shot to the door. Obi a shot to the door. That's how she goes to the door. Yeah. Next, I'll name him poem. The shot in the hit map in the Osha way man any goals. She goes, Osha 15 goals. Expected goals are 21.6. That means that are about 5 or 6 goals shy. International finishing problem or. He's a good player. Ne one-on-one, ne take-on, ne be an exceptional player. But ne finishing yet. Shot 117, 0.18 expected goal per shot. 0.18. Only 0.8 95 umpo. That's a problem oh. Probability so be go no. Our form because we a player. Now we expected goal at 21.6. Now say 15 goals. 6. SG near 6 minus 6. There is a problem. 2,578 minutes. And in the short of boy, what they are short of boy bebre nano. Shall do work to me call poem. Ketuabi. And Tiahone say and the slot. In terms of the partnership in the BBA because Saga way timer Mamouche our Frankfurt. A month for sure and the partnership no. It was beautiful. And he a month for expected say okay, so to me no born a sad year. And you are more expected say definitely or bet to me will be to say Mo Salah as I deliver at the amount. Liverpool stands so pay. Abrante FN Isaac. Who say Liverpool for transfer we no. As a signal pound. Ekiti can be an upgrade of Nunez.
Okay.
And Isaac no, I am on upgrade on Ekitike. Liverpool supporters be break crunch says I don't know when they can. When is a kind of when no man quarter that no mo for Ekitike kra.
Newcastle yes stop.
But Newcastle for any imagine so major no fufu. Yeah, they've understood say boy no. O hwet intricate say boy ni na say boy ne pesoko. Ntoma kwane na Singapore ho major no ofie afi omo so yare mo so alansera mo kwado mo toto nyampia ni before ni ade player na adwun so obekọ a o man miss malaika kro obekọ man oba no ho ofe pan so omra fie medodo no fa ne samba fa no na obekọ obeje match na wie bet o se me de obeto aso akọ e bia kro nu ni akoto match no so players sa no mote no matter the obeyama ni bia no okase obekọ enti boy na adwin so obekọ and nothing can save Newcastle. Gozo mo ko preseason boy na anko bi. but what boy any numbers are onim say boy we last season so we hwe Newcastle almost 28 goals our Premier League nim ono kwa 23 across all competition almost 88 but Premier League almost 66 no 23 and to check here hwe ono so numbers for the mom ono san so ye 8 assists and to Liverpool far away no more for work etika one thing about sa two players we mean na say omo nyina no obia to me bo all the 3 positions we anymore obia to me bo sa number 9 tete friend number 9 no 23 goals no share you hwe second no have bands no share 9 goals to wait a okuta sa na o hwe Salah de no share 29 no the next one Diaz share 13 into the Kitiki or share 15 call no ma obeto second or what the way so bad obeto second na Kitiki to 10 and they brought it another they are bringing in they brought in one they are bringing another player I said omoye close to Mo Salah ebi omundu Salah but Salah ni omo gap no omo time and shut down wasa
so wo ho bia no monitor no
thank you and Maka said this season and the Liverpool for benya the best of Salah next season ikono enye sabio because the guy is in his 30s and matches from when you see in Abono next season and this season he'll play the Champions League he'll play the FA Cup Carabao Cup no mu ko mani mo bebo mo starting fit asena no mo for mo but omu du mani mo bebo so mo ko Club World Cup no kwade anka ye West so don't expect too much from Mo Salah and I believe that it's a Liverpool for to me na brand here we no mo odene beka Ekitike ho foreign face ho hwe oni Ekitike o mo numbers ni na ye dey see 34 games 33 games 2570 wey a minute no where say 15 goals where say 23 expected goals in the 20.3 and where I am man just 3 and away I am man just 6 man 6 into where the other was through and away the other form into next way the conversion rate no I am very good on some way you're checking the Bundesliga who go Kitiki now the conversion rate is just 12.8% and it is something I did say as any slot a young wordman Sandy slot to me young wordman and 12.8 shot conversion rate where 23.2 into when no one him where form that means when no otuminya chances you know and the build up play ye kan na boy we naturally ni mbo ne bo Ekitike no open forwards na like you can say oh forward we and obi also defender we do ni mbo or yes am go be forwards are naturally or that skillful to make dan ho yi nkacha bi ni ade he's very good player
okay
very very good player
okay
and see Liverpool to minya Isaac e de ne be kan akwa we hu a I'm just imagining how the team is going to be because signings are Liverpool here no my upgrade on omo I'm only hoping say enkonkwaye Frank James Lampard dey ni bi say Lampard and toy money sky your top players kakra kan wa Lampard be ha adwun Premier League nim afi your top players no man no Lampard go to Norway
me da say den me da say yemfa boardroom NC na V power emfa boardroom after boardroom no Sikato Chrome na yemfa di akabia ento aso uguso sports arena enche ye de besi arrested menim say we live from Brukum Veslot Kwaguba also we sunwane mayenko power yenye fast na yemfa Sikato Chrome emra sika ye be cha man for all te ho bia no power
alatu
BBI set
anhwa na Ekitike no akoye down in next Pro Max
hey
this week ya boa games bi ano a ye de ebre ahwefo ntino Ekitike ebacho kona ye nhwe Sikatokrom tew na ye mfa dia ye de ba wo Sikatokrom mfa ma ahwefo wo sports arena so of course last week na nka emu de pa na so MPP fo ne beji floor no ntino ye ntimi amfa Sikatokrom ambre nti production pam to are ready a monfanto so na tew ye
yeah because amanfo ahu
this week also no so emu effect solid into production abaye na mase into your first game yakọ Sweden yakọ Malmo straight win in that fixture team back ni din ye bebre me pese mebo And international friendlies, club friendlies, you call Greta Fett and now Union Berlin, double chance. Okay, Greta Fett, Barbara Man. Yeah. Okosia kan or Union Berlin. One of the sides or more Germany or more. You call home or away. You be winning be ye through. You call Luton Town any Tottenham Hotspur. Kudus. I joined Tottenham Hotspur in the first game of assist my Tottenham Hotspur winning. Lineup we I mean who you know but let's hope say in the subsequent games no be winning. Into Tottenham you call straight win and a man against Luton. Galatasaray in Racing Strasbourg you call straight win for Galatasaray. And in Switzerland no Saint Gallen any FC Basel AC Akan you call away win for FC Basel. Bodo Glimt to win at home over Vålerenga in the Norway Omo League. And both teams to score in Sandefjord Football versus Salzburg 08. And also that game, you both teams to score 1.50. And to look at odds, you know, 18.35.
Okay. And therefore, odds no the amount was to Krum no. I was your for fast that Masara, aka multimedia Trindra, and the one I walk control room, you know. So and a producer can see the gun shop man, Philip Otu, and international Iman, Omina Eboy. Na ye de dwumadi no eba wote haji nka na haji de opo wanse no we nya so check atare ono so te nka na kwaku V power so eba ye the camera crew light for sound for obi aboy na ye de Saturday's edition of Sports Arena Ebrel Dennis Asamoah Alatula metina mu ema kejiwa adom no adom ya ye memreda said ye no ehia 10:30 na no ye besa no ehia na yasan asom no koso a na Adom TV yakra